Sound Production, introduce you to my talk show, Sounds of Equality. Today's topic will be testing sound equipment. Basically is you always want to test your equipment 7 days before the event and a day before the event, so you want to check it twice. 7 days before the event and the day before the event. Always check your sound equipment before you use it. Even instrument players, check your equipment, even your keyboards, the toms, whatever type of instrument you got, you always want to check it 7 days before the event and the day right before the event. So check more of my videos out. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce you what you see how I do my test my sound equipment. How you doing again? The most important device to have when dealing with sound is called a power conditioner. Power conditioner basically is a device that you can plug in amps, mixers, or anything that take a lot of voltage or power, called a power conditioner. Let me let you see what a power conditioner look like. This is what a power conditioner look like. Basically is a device that take amps, mixers, anything that's powerful. You always want to get a power conditioner. You got 8 plugs in the back, so you can plug at least 8 devices to it. So you always, again, if you're doing a show or you own your own studio, always have a power conditioner. Even if you got a home theater system at home, always get a power conditioner. Again, the most important thing is to do when you're dealing with sound is getting a power conditioner. So if you hire an engineer and he ain't got no power conditioner, let him go, because I be damn, I'm going to a show and I look at the sound engineer board and I don't see no power conditioner. I'm getting the fuck out that building, because it's real dangerous if you don't have a power conditioner. Again, when you're doing a show or you own a studio, always invest in a power conditioner. Again, a power conditioner. Check it out. I'm about to go ahead and cut my power conditioner on. Always check that your power conditioner always say 120 and up, because you always want to make sure this is the most important device you have that is always working. Again, make sure your power conditioner work. If your power conditioner don't work, then don't plug anything up to it till you get the right power conditioner. Again, make sure your power conditioner work. All right. Again, make sure your power conditioner work. I'm going to go ahead and cut this joint on real quick, so we can go ahead and get started. So I can start hooking everything up, just to we can start testing real quick. Right now I'm gonna be using 8 different types of cables to test. I'm gonna be testing all 8 of them today, so you can get to see me test all 80 cables out. The first cable I'm gonna be testing is called the XLR cable. XLR cable basically looks like this. You got the male and you got the female end. Again, you got the male end and you got the female end. This is the XLR cable. Now the next cable I'll be testing will be called the 1/4" cable. Basically is you're gonna have this type of end on both ends. So if you see something like this, you're always gonna see something like this. So this, again, this is the 1/4" cable. The next cable we're gonna be checking will be called, just mainly this gonna be for CD players and stuff like, and record players and stuff like that, gonna be called the RCA cable. These are what RCA cables look like. You got the red and white on both ends. Also, if you got a little single thing you want to hook up like a stereo system, you can use this end, but always when you hook up a CD player or record player, always use the RCA cables. Again, the RCA cables. Now, you got another type of cable. If you got an MP3 player, a cell phone, iPod, anything like that, you also want to get a 1/4" to 1/8 inch. This a 1/4 inch right here to 1/8 inch. If you want to hook up an MP3 player, iPods, your cell phone, any little small device, or anything that's small like the MP3 player, iPod, cell phone, or even your iPad or something. If you want to hook that up, 1/4 inch to 1/8 inch, that type of cable. Now, if you want to hook up your speakers and stuff like that, and your monitors and subwoofer, I'm gonna go ahead and let you check out called the speaker cable. You got one of these ends on both ends. When you hooking up speakers or subwoofers, always get a speaker cable. This is what a speaker cable look like. You got each one of these on both ends. Again, the speaker cable, mainly for speakers and subwoofers. Now, if you want to hook your monitors and stuff up like that, and things like that, let me go ahead and get that cable for you. You also can check out the 1/4-inch monster cable. Again, it's thick, and this mainly is for monitors and stuff like that. Now, I want to hook up my devices like patch bays, any little electronic compressors, effect processors, anything like that. You want to use patch cables. These are what patch cables look like. These are regular patch cables. You got both of these. You got the different colors on one side, and then on the other side of the cable, the same color. So basically, you want to plug the same cable, same color coded cable to each device. So if I plug a red to a device and I want to plug another red to another device when you want to patch your cable. You also got another type of cable called the insert cable too. Let me go ahead and find that for you. These are mainly for insert devices like compressions and stuff like that. You can tell by the little lines in it. So check the little lines. That's when you want to check in the compression cable. We want to plug in the insert cable. Now, again, them are all the types of cables I will be using when we do the testing today. So let me go ahead and test this cable out real quick for y'all. I'm out. Now I'm about to go ahead and test my cable out with my cable tester. I'm gonna go ahead and test it out with the cable tester right now. Alright. What you want to do is basically plug one end to here, like this. Get this in. Sometimes it's a little funny. Like this. Let me go ahead and get the other end to this joint. Alright, where that joint at? Where that joint at? Alright. Plug it in like that. Cut it on. Little lights come on. This cable look like it still got a chance, so I might go ahead and go to the store and buy some more cable, just be on the safe side. This is XLR cable, and this is how the way you want to hook that up to the cable tester. And all the lights need to be blinking. Now I'm gonna try the 1/4-inch so you can check that out. Alright. Plug this right here. 1/4-inch kind of easy to hook up when you come to cable testing. Plug it in. Now all the lights need to come on. Again, I might need to change this cable as well. So I will be at Chuck Levin's tomorrow, Atomic, or fuck Guitar Center, because they never had what I want. So I'll be at Chuck Levin's. My man Mitch, I'll be hollering at you at Chuck Levin's. Need some cable, baby. Holler at that man. If you need anything at Chuck Levin's, holler at my man Mitch. Again, you always want to test your cables out before any show. Or like I said, you want to test out your equipment 7 days before the show, so you get time to go and invest in equipment, and the day before the show, so you want to make sure your equipment work perfectly right before the day of the show. Again, test your equipment out 2 times. 7 days before the show and the day before. We testing your equipment, mainly your cables, so you know what type of cables you're going to need when you do shows. Alright, next thing. Now I'm done testing the cable with the cable tester. Now I can start hooking it up to the board. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and start with my XLR cable. Hook that joint up first. Hook this male part into the female, basically, right here, channel 1. Also, I'm gonna hook, since we testing the cable out, also I'm gonna hook this cable just a 1/4-inch into the auxiliary 1 for the monitor for my vocals. Alright, now what you want to do now is you got, this is basically these cables right here, these ports right here, mainly is data outputs, mainly is for your speakers and stuff. You want your speakers, subwoofers, already hooked the monitor cable up. These also, you want to hook the XLR too. So I'm going to hook my XLR to that. And these mainly going to go to the amp. I'm going to go right here, left. Mono is mainly if you're using a crossover or something, but right now I I ain't got a subwoofer right now, so I'm just gonna leave that blank. So I'm going to hook the left. Let me go and get the other XLR. Yeah, I just seen that cable. Let me go ahead and find it. Hold on for one second. I'll be right back. Let me get the other cable real quick. I'll get up for y'all. Right here. That's right here. Boom. Go ahead and do that. Now, the next thing I want to hook up is my patch cable. The reason I want to hook my patch cable up so I can hook up my electronic device, my compressor, effect processors, and stuff like that. So what I want to do is, I'm gonna start off with my compression. Let me go ahead and get this joint together. Hey, when I know always, this is a life lesson. When your cable twisted or something, make sure try to keep it untangled because it's a bitch when it's tangled up. So right now I'm going to plug. First, you want to plug in when it say insert. When it's the insert cable, I'm starting with the insert cable. You want to plug in when it's all inserts. When it's plugged in, you want to plug your insert cable in. So I'm going. Orange. You always want to plug, when you plug, don't forget, when you plug your insert cable in, make sure you got 2 color codes in one cable. So you see how you got the yellow and orange into this orange pit? Base mainly is when you hook it up like this, you got the out and the in. When you hook it up insert cable, insert base mainly is when you hooking up the out and in into one end of the port, and then you got the yellow, you got the out and the in, and when you plug it to the insert part, you just plug it just like this. I'm gonna hook all this up to the mic part because that's what we'll be using today. And after I plug this up, I'm gonna show you where the other end gonna go with my compression. After I hook the insert cable up to the insert port, I'm gonna go in and hook my effect processing cable up. Right here. Now, let me let you see where the insert cable go real quick. Check it out. Go right there. Now, let me get you back right here. Now, the insert cable, you see it got auxiliaries. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now, 5, 6. I hooked the insert. I already used 1 because you also want to hook your monitor cable up to it. So I'm gonna use 1. So since I'm using 1, I'm gonna take the color codes. Basically, is green going in there, orange going to 2, auxiliary 2, green going to auxiliary 3. There's white going to auxiliary 4. And yellow going to auxiliary 5. There's a reason why I did it like that. So after I hook the whole board up, you'll see why the other end go to the effect process. Alright. Now, so far we got the insert, we got the microphone cable hooked up, we got the monitor cable hooked up, we got the effect process cable hooked up, and we got the cables that coming out the mixer board to the speakers, to the amp, coming out. Now, the next step will be, real quick, check that out. Right now, let's go ahead and let you see the devices. These are all the devices that the cable from the mixer board we hooked up to. I'm gonna start off with the effect processor. This is what you call the effect processor. And then you got the keyboard mixer. I might not gonna be using that because it's getting late. I might show y'all another video, or when we do another talk show video, you'll see the keyboard mixer. You got the crossover. I ain't got no subwoofers right now, so you ain't gonna see that till another video, or when we have another show. Now we're gonna be hooked up to the compression. This is compressor, 8-channel compression. That's what we're gonna be hooked up to, and we got the graphic equalizer. We're gonna be hooked up to that today. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get started hooking this stuff up, so you can get a good look of how this stuff is supposed to be hooked up. Now I'm about to hook up the cable into the devices. Right now, you remember I was telling you about the patch cable? There's always a color code. So basically is you got auxiliary send coming out and you want to plug it into the basically is we'll say output. So I'm gonna send the signal from the mixer into this. So what you want to do is when you're hooking up the color code, you remember I was telling you you got green, white, and yellow. So what I'm gonna do is hook this up just like this. So I can test it out. I'm not gonna show y'all this because y'all, this ain't no how you do video. This basically I'm just testing my equipment out so y'all can see it. Now next I'm about to hook up my compression. Remember I was telling you, you got the yellow and orange hooked together. So I'm gonna pick out the yellow and orange cable and hook it up to the board. Channel 2. I always use channel 2, that's my favorite channel. Alright, we got that hooked up. Now, next thing. You see I'm gonna have the out and in. Now these cables are going, next thing I'm gonna do is hook up my amp. Now, always use, I'm gonna tell you a little life lesson. Use your graphic equalizer. So the cable from the left and right coming out your mixing board, the XLR, what I was telling you about, you want to do this. I know this is kind of a little messy because when you deal with soundboards, you got a lot of equipment. I'm gonna hook this into, let me see something. Basically, we're testing all my equipment out, so. Always check your cables. Sometimes you might got a cut in it or something, so always check your cable out. Make sure you're gonna cut in your cable, because if you do, you're fucked or you're screwed. So I'm gonna go and hook this here. Sometimes you gotta play with it a little bit. That's one end. Make sure your cable's hooked up right. Make sure. Then take the other. I hooked the right end up to the joint, to the equalizer. Now I'm gonna hook the left end to it. Make sure. Always, yeah, like I said, when you dealing with cable, that's why I gotta learn myself getting this stuff organized. Cause cable, man, you be all day figuring with it if you ain't got it organized right. So yeah, make sure your cable organized. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to look professional because we just testing the equipment out today. When we do shows, it be way organized. I'm just testing it out today, so. Alright. Now, the next thing I'm about to do, start plugging this stuff up to my power conditioner. Real quick. What I was telling you, you always want to plug your device to your power conditioner. Set okay. Alright, we do one more cord. I know it's a mess. I'm just testing the equipment out today, so it'll be better organized. So don't even worry. I'll be better organized. Okay. Alright. Cool. It's hooked up. Right now, I ain't worried about hooking the keyboard thing up or the crossover because, like I said, we're going to do that video when I get the subwoofer and when it's daylight and I can play with the keyboards. But today, I'm going to leave that blank. The keyboard mixer. I call it the keyboard mixer, but it's called the line mixer. Alright, we got everything hooked up. We're good. We're on the CD player. Let me go and hook that up. Always make sure the stuff hooked up. Like I said, we just testing today, so. hooked up. Now, next thing we want to do is hook up the amps. This next step I'm going to do now. Now I'm about to hook the amp up. Now go ahead and hook this. First of all, I want to take the cables from the equalizer and hook it up to the amp. Alright, we'll go ahead and do this real quick. This here. Sometimes so many cables and stuff, you gotta find it. Right in my face, watch it. Put this in here. Alright. Sorry for that little technical thing. Let me move the speaker on up real quick. Oh, yeah, cause these things easy to break, so be careful when you hooking these speakers up. They kind of easy to break, so they cost too much to repair, so you want that up. Alright, hook that up. They can be more real easy. Now, I just hooked the first amp up. Now I'm going in with the second amp. Now I'm about to hook the second amp up. Now, I'm going to hook the monitor, the cable that goes to the monitor here, and the cable that's coming from the mixer board here. So I'll hook the monitors up. Now I just hooked the second amp to the monitor. First amp was for the speakers, main speakers, and the second amp for the monitors. I usually use 3 amps, but since I ain't got subwoofer, I'm not gonna hook that amp up till I get that subwoofer. So you will see another, when we do another talk show about this, about sound testing, you will be seeing me hook up the crossover and the subwoofers. But right now I'm gonna use 2 amps because I'm gonna use main speakers and monitors right now. Alright. Now I'm about to hook the big speakers up. The main speakers, I'm about to hook that up real quick. Now grab a speaker cable, put it one of these channels right here, put it back, like this. Sometimes you gotta play with it, but make sure you don't break this because it costs a lot to fix or repair, so make sure these cables ain't cheap. So after I put it in there, turn this around, make sure it's tight in there, turn this around. I'm gonna do the same thing for the next speaker. So, whatever you saw me do, I'm gonna do the same thing for the next speaker. Then I'm gonna go ahead, after I hook these 2 speakers, I'm gonna hook the monitor up next. Next, I'm going to turn this around and the monitor. Sometimes you gotta find the joint a little bit, so when you hook the monitor up, always look for the port on the side. Sometimes it's on the back. When this type of monitor, this will be on the side. See where this at right here? It'll be on the side. So what you want to do is take the 1/4 inch from that amp that goes to the monitor, plug this in right here, just like this. And that's how you put the monitor. But always face the monitor towards this way. So this part face the audience and this part face the singer, because we doing a show, this mainly is for the performer to hear, not the audience, just the performer. So when you hook up a monitor, turn it facing the back to the audience and the speaker part to the performer, because monitors are mainly for the performer to hear. Alright. Next thing. Now I'm about to cut the mixer on, make sure everything works properly so you can hear the sound. So I'm going to go ahead and start now cutting it on. Alright, you cut everything else on. Alright, Now, let's hear the sound. Okay, mess with us, DAE. Taking over, DAE. Taking over, DAE. Taking over. That's with crew. DAE is the best production crew. DAE can't mess with us. Cause DAE is the best crew of the production industry. You can't see us. DAE is the best production crew. You can't DAE. Us DAE's taking over the industry. DAE own all you production companies. Thank you for checking out the video today. You can hit us at Sounds of Equality. Follow us on Twitter at Sounds of Equality. You can follow my other Twitter page, DAE Sound Team. And also, you can hit me up on Facebook at D Authority, DE Authority. Again, thank y'all for checking out the video. We're gonna have much more shows, whatever. But again, we're gonna be posting up videos, poetry. Like if you add me on Facebook at D Authority, I can add you to my Facebook group, so you can see way more videos, or you can just see them on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Sounds of Equality or DAE Sound Team. Again, you can hit us up on Twitter. Again, thank y'all for checking the video out. We're gonna have way more, not just one or two. We're gonna have way more. Also, we'll give a shout out to Unique. We'll be changing their name to Secret. So yeah, that's gonna be the new group. And also, we're gonna be working with another young groups, and we're gonna be working with older groups. So check us out. We're gonna be hitting up the spot. Check us out soon. Alright.